Good afternoon. I am very happy to be here. I am honored for the invitation. And I'm learning a lot from this morning, as always. I think that we are a passionate, elite or no, but we are very passionate, all of us. So I am happy to give my contribution to this discussion. I will use some picture, because who know me from the beginning of the story, I use very often some picture. So this is a very long story, and a 10-year story, probably, as Pierre said. We start in 2008, and those are the blocks that I will try to drive my overview of what we have done. So, which is the problem in Italy? One of the problems, of course, I try to highlight something, that there isn't an overall strategy for science education. In other countries there are, or a lot of discussion, but in Italy we haven't. And there are not reference centers for professional development. So we are disconnected, I say. The other point that is very important, that's not usual, is that there is a gap between research in science and the field pattern. So there are something that has to be connected, because there is so rich understanding of some goals but from the field point of view, nothing happened. They don't know exactly. So what is my feeling is based on a lot of data and experience, is that Italian projects are totally disconnected, are very often disconnected, even if they are marvelous, brilliant. So, which is one of the key points. There are many. Which kind of strategy we try to use? To try to create connection, not just one-time connection, but long-term connection and continuous connection. Because as someone said, if we want to really transform something in science education, teaching or learning science every day at school, we need to be continuously support the teacher and all the process. And this is, in few words, what we are trying to do since 30 years as association. So it's an association that is, we have 26 local sessions in all Italian region that are, of course, connected with the school, with the university, and so on. And we work at the local level, at the national level, at the international level. So regarding the improvement of inquiry-based science education, we start in 2008, and as most of you know, I met Pierre Lena in 2008, so a lot of things changed as an activity of my association and myself in this field. So this is just to show you that there are a lot of key points, key connections that we made along the year. A key role, of course, is La Menara Path. And all the people that work very strongly for La Menara at different levels. So those are the projects that we have been and are evolving in. So, of course, Fibonacci project, and Susanna Borda tomorrow will speak about this. And it was a very powerful project. And from each one of each project, we keep some strategy and use to go on and to grow. So, sustained project that is focused on inquiry-based science education and SD. So we try to face it, to develop some activity for sustainable development, a very big issue. This is a complexity that we can discuss, but this is only an overview. So Amgen is another kind of project that the aim is the dissemination, not developing something. And Links is a sort of meta project. It's just started, and we try to highlight the strategy to build system project on inquiry-based science education. So the two that are in the center are national projects. Scienza mi inquira in Dodicere is a Latin name because when we decide to set up this project, we decided a Latin name because we are in Italian. And a School for Inquiry, again, an English name for a reference center, a center in Naples that try to coordinate all the other centers. So this just to show you the connection, but are not are fruitful connection, an impactful connection, I think. We became friends, and not only friends, but very, very, very close. There is a very close cooperation. This is just to show you which kind of connection there are. And now with Links. And this is another challenge that is quite new. We start this project last year. This is a word connection. That is very interesting, and this is focused on molecular biology with the teacher of secondary school, high school teacher, and also with the students. So it's a very challenging project, but there is a word connection that is very interesting because we have discussed it, of course, here, the different contexts, the different things. Okay, of course, we all agree that there are different contexts, but we are lucky because science is universal. We can focus on some big ideas and some big goal that could be shared at global level. And also inquiry-based science education, even if it's different in different contexts, we can share a lot of things. Because I think that if we go into context, we lose each other more easily. So we try to pop up. What about the national connection? Now, after 10 years, there are 10 centers in Italy. So there are some bigger figures there, with different number of teachers, scientists, institution involved, and so on. As you can see, I just show. And there are also some different involvement in different kind of projects. So it's quite a complex network, but they are connected. They are not disconnected because we work together in different things. So it's a growing process. And this is the picture that I chose for this, that there are different projects that try to go in the same direction and try to share. I did not find a better picture. So this is a fisherman rowing. Science in Italy is mainly women. So I did not find a woman, a fisherwoman rowing. So I decided fisherman rowing. I focus on this strategy. So, Scienza mi inquira in Dodicere. What are the main things? The main thing is a project of cooperation with the National Academy dei Lincei and supported by the Ministry of Education. Of course, it's focused on inquiry-based science education approach. The students age 4 to 16 years old, and based on, of course, a close cooperation with La Menelapat, and started with I will go in more detail about this project. Those are the 3 pillars, of course, that we all share about this connection. And those are the case strategy. There are different strategies. Of course, I learned a lot today, but we try, and I agree with many reflection and inspiring idea, and we try to use and make reality this kind of vision. It means that you have to develop some models, some idea, the theory of changing. And so you have to test with real students and in a real context, and try to pop up what are the results. Those are the kind of pilot center that is a sort of convergence place where all the different effort comes together and it works. This is a structure. This is a structure of the different pilot center. How many people you have to involve in each rule, in each phase, just to be sure to manage the process. And this is the other thing from the point of view of a teacher. I would like to have all these things, so I am confident to be able really to go on with my students with this kind of thing. So the training plan, there is a model for the training plan, is a periodic. Just one time is not enough, of course. Is a process that needs time to understand and so on. As Pierre said, at least 3 years just to start to understand something about what inquiry is and how do. And the other point that is important is trainers, the role of the trainers to try to support in the classroom and the reference person. So of course, this is just an overview, but there are some strategy at a different level to try to support this process. This is another one. For example, this is not just one year courses, but you can have more year courses. So there is a continuous process. And this is just to show you how we are. And of course, a lot of resources, not only resources about contents, but we are moving, this is not an updated slide, but we are moving, of course, also on different kind of connected topic, climate change, or ocean literacy, or nature of science. This is a need, I think. This is kit boxes, something very concrete and low cost. And those are the model of scaling up. Also to build this, to try to develop this pilot center is not something that grow up like a mushroom in one night or something, but it was a strategic process. And the student age are different in different centers, but mainly they are from 4 to 16 years old. And just to show you the process, this is a growing process. This is like that I like a lot, because I think that one of the key points that is the role of the community that you are able to create in a school at a different level, also in the other level. So the external evaluation, here is Yves and Magda, and they did the external evaluation. It was very impactful, or very good results, as you can see from these slides. And just to show you the difference, the impact on the confidence of the teacher. So there is a real process that is going on. And this is the other point that is very important, that the continuous process of professional development of courses and create community, peer community. So the teacher, the school that are normally disconnected, they are connected, and they became, all of them, more confident in go on. So this was Amgen Teach as process to go on. And this is starting from a seed project. The Academy of Lincei started a bigger project, il Lincei per una nuova didattica, una rete nazionale, e Professor Lamberto Maffei, tomorrow we will speak about this. So where we are, those are just some figure, and just to show you in numbers what we are doing and where we are. A lot of work, not so much money for the clothes, but real work. And this is what happened in the school, at kindergarten school or primary school, synchron float on secondary school, for example. There are different modules for different, that you can do starting from primary school until lower secondary school in a different, more complex way. And this is the project, the new project that, as you can see, is for high school students and teacher and students, and this project needs more different kind of equipment, of course. So, a lot of lesson learned. This is the main, I think, that human interface, the person who could link innovation and users, I think that are the necessary condition for success. And now I have to say that thanks to Pierre Renat, this is the origin, this story started in 2008, thanks to Pierre Renat, to meet Pierre Renat. So thanks for listening, and have a good connection and fruitful meeting.